I'm Jackie.
And I'm Ashley. Welcome to the Witching Hour.
The Witching Hour is a little extension of Dumb Witch Club where we give you a witchy quickie.
What that is we take a big topic, break it down into bite-sized pieces, and we have a little sip of something to drink.
We do. And today we have a celebratory type bottle because it's Little Miss birthday over there.
Little Miss birthday.
Yay! Happy birthday, my darling.
Thank you.
This is Gemma di Luna Moscato Italian sparkling wine. So this is going to be a little bit sweet and a little bit fizzy.
Yes.
If I know a Moscato.
Yes.
And the bottle's like this beautiful, like kind of Tiffany blue.
I love that Tiffany blue shade.
I do
that
too.
always hits, right?
It just feels like elevated and special.
Yes.
So very excited.
It smells nice.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, it does smell nice. Perfect. Yeah, it's really nice. It does. It feels celebratory. It's really sweet. So it's not like other like champagnes or even other sparkling wines made from different grapes that are like really dry and
Right.
you know that this is like
The sweetest of the sweet.
sweet, nice, but it has a really nice like rich like mouthfeel. And
Honey-ish.
Yes, there's definitely honey.
Yeah. If you're not having cake or dessert, this is like a good way to have something a little sweet without having to have like a dessert.
Or if you are having dessert, have this with your dessert. Like just do it, girl.
Do it. If anybody knows me, they know I like sweets.
Have
so.
this with a vanilla sprinkle cupcake.
Yes, from a really good bakery, or if Jackie makes it, which Jackie won't make it for you, but she'll make it for me.
I would. Oh, remember that one
Why was
birthday?
that so snotty?
Remember that one birthday of yours that I made you a pound cake?
Yes, I do.
Oh my God. So good.
You've made me like a pound cake. You made me a spice cake. A couple times you made me a spice cake. You made me a hummingbird cake, but that wasn't for my birthday.
That was not for your birthday. That was so you didn't unalive yourself day.
Yeah. It was a depresso cake.
Yeah, that was the depression cure. So anyways, this is a delightful, delicious, lovely little cup, and it is to celebrate my love. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. So that being said, your birthday was the inspiration
Yes.
for this Witching Hour topic, which is
Solar
solar returns.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
No way. What the hell?
I feel like Lucy and Groucho in the thing. Like,
What was that? That was wild.
yeah, we need to stop now.
We do. I'm almost afraid to talk because I was afraid I was going to say the same thing as you again.
I'm not going to say anything. You start.
Oh my God,
Go.
I'm afraid. Okay. And if you were about to say this, you're going to spit that out. So just be careful.
Okay, I'm going to wait. Go.
I feel like people don't talk about solar returns as much as they talk about Saturn returns. What the heck?
Shit.
Why is this happening? What is going on?
It's so weird because, like, also with this subject, of course, we end up maybe saying the same things a lot, but, like, I was
Yeah.
literally going to start with that, too.
Oh my,
Like,
I knew it.
the underrepresented return. Like, that's what I was going to, yeah.
What is going on?
I don't know.
This is crazy.
I feel like the simulation just turned the volume up on us.
That is just wild. Like, okay, wow.
Okay, but to your point.
And yours.
And mine. You're correct. The solar return does not get as much attention
Right.
as the Saturn return. In fact, nothing gets as much attention as the Saturn return,
I know.
frankly.
I know.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Well deserved. Like,
Yes.
that's significant.
Understandable. Yeah.
But every year,
Yeah.
we have a solar return.
We do.
Yeah.
Yes. And yours will happen either on your birthday or right around your birthday. It might not be the exact date because it's not about the date. It's about the degree
Yes.
at which the sun was in the sky when you were born. So when it hits that degree, that's when your solar return is happening.
Yes. So, yeah, as you said, interestingly, it might not be on your birth date
Yes.
every year, especially if you were born early in the hours of your birth date.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So basically, the benefit of doing, because you can do a solar return chart.
Yes, you can.
And it's not the same thing as just putting in your birth date for this current year.
Exactly.
It's its own kind of calculation. And most of the online, astrology sites will have an option to do a solar return chart. And so you can look these up every year if you wanted for your birthday. Mm-hmm. And the benefit of doing it is that a lot of things actually change from year to year in terms of placements of other planets, and it can give you some insight into your year ahead, right?
Yes, it can. It's complex. So I see a lot of confusion around it. People are like, what do I do? And like, how do I, whatever. I would say to stick to kind of like the major personal planets if you're not like super attuned to reading your own birth chart or reading birth charts in general. And then also like kind of like the main aspects, like if you're seeing a pattern or seeing something, look a couple of them up and then kind of try to figure out what that means, but don't get too overwhelmed because it really can be an overwhelming undertaking to do, like comparing your natal chart, your solar return, and looking at it can be a lot.
Right, and I think so there's like sort of a couple different methods. One is sort of comparing your natal chart and the things that have changed over to this particular year's solar return chart. Right. But most of the time, I think if you're familiar enough with your natal chart, if you just look at the solar return chart,
can totally do that.
You're going to automatically be doing some compare and contrast in your head, but it doesn't necessarily have to be this huge, like rolling out the scrolls and like doing the comparisons. But if you go to an astrologer for this service, they absolutely will. And they will also like boil it all down for you and like disseminate it to you in a way that you can understand the important things.
And it's amazing. If you can do that, I highly recommend. Like if you're on the fence about whether to pay an astrologer, or you're not really sure like when you would, and there's no like sort of big life event that dictates that for you, a solar return reading like around your birthday, before your birthday, that's an amazing time to do it.
I agree. And I think astrologers agree too. Like I think that they are really thrilled to do that type of reading.
Absolutely. It does. Like it's obviously everything is personal when it's like about you, but there's something really cool about like reflecting back but also looking forward. And then if you have that reading, or if they record it for you, which most do now, you can listen back to that, and then that can be carrying forward like year by year and kind of looking at, oh, okay, so those are the things that kind of showed up, or I handled it this way, maybe I would kind of want to like improve it this way.
So I think one of the things that is most likely to almost definitely change is the ascendant. Because that changes most frequently throughout any given day. And that's going to be a significant indicator as to like an energy or like a theme that might be present that is different than the one that was there when you were born. That's like your personal ascendant. Obviously the moon is likely to change, but literally any of the planets can change. Also the further out planets, the more social planets, those definitely have changed. I mean, if you're older than 12 or 20, because those have those long cycles, they've probably overlapped and changed. So a lot can happen and give you a lot of interesting, exciting, just insight and information.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I feel like if the ascendant changes, it sort of sets the stage and then dictates out like what's going on in the houses and where things are playing out at what arenas and what stages of your life. Like, where that's happening is whether that be home or relationships or work or finances or whatever. You can really see like, oh, okay, these aspects are kind of lighting that up. And like, that's an area I'm going to see it coming up for me. I did look mine up because we were talking about this and it's my birthday.
And it is your birthday.
Yeah. So I looked mine up, and just one thing I skimmed because again, it's a lot, right? And I wasn't this time has been a little fraught, so I wasn't trying to like really deep dive.
Yes.
So I didn't, but I did notice that Venus is squaring Mars.
For you, this solar return chart, which is reflecting on the year to come.
Yes. And so for me, that tells me, remember, we're not afraid of squares. It just tells you where there's growth to be had, or growth that you have an opportunity for growth, right?
Right.
So I feel like there's going to be opportunity for growth in probably a significant relationship or more than one significant relationship. That can also be an increase in desire, though. So it can be all of that.
Hello.
I know. And I felt that when I read it. So I was like, ooh, I think that's probably what I'm going to be embracing in my...
And I'm just like, we have a pretty close relationship.
Yeah, we do.
So
we literally finish each other's...
we say the same words at the same time.
Yeah. Interesting.
Exciting. No, that's awesome. I'm really happy that you looked that up.
Yeah.
And had like an example to provide to the audience.
That's my example.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. Well, anyways.
We're all flustered now.
No, obviously, like, highly recommend looking into your
Yeah.
solar return chart. And even if you don't do the whole chart, just, celebrate yourself. You've been on this planet for another year. And I do not want to bring the tone down, but I just want to acknowledge, by the time this comes out, we're a little less than a week into this election that just happened in the U.S. They're troubling and sad times for a lot of us. Yeah. And so please take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Yeah. We are here for you, with the love and the energy for that and support, but also just to give you other things to have on your mind and other things to remember. So
absolutely. We want you here for all of the solar returns that you're meant to have.
Yes.
Please stick around. We're here for you, and you've got a lot of people here for you. And if you don't feel that way, please reach out and talk to somebody for help, because we really do want you around. Yes, whoever's listening to this right now, that means you.
Yep. 100%. So on that note, I will say once again, happy birthday to you, my sweet love.